Oh, this is a very nice loading screen, but it doesn't show the map. Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft series. It's going to be the first game of a short best of 3. I think short best of 3. Um,
The dam stand ready.
I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, this is going to be Undead Mirror matchup. If you haven't heard in the last few seconds of Jay vs Shishi Game 2, this is an Undead Mirror matchup, and unfortunately, there was no observers, as you can see, so I'm just going to be casting from a perspective of the Grey Undead player, ATF.STAR. Something caught up in my throat, I just can't get rid of it. So yeah, rally points, that's pretty much it. APM, actions per minute. Although it's not as fast as Warcraft, but you know, I mean StarCraft. But it's just a personal thing. Me myself, I prefer to have low APM just because I don't want to overexert any energy, but oh well. It's to warm up, I guess. We have a Death Knight for Star and his opponent, who is also a very well-known undead player, Forever.TED. Ted is also going for a Death Knight, Tome of Relics before that graveyard, so we are going to have a Rod of Necromancy for that Death Knight very early. I don't think, well, late graveyard, late graveyard means, I don't know, it might mean a push. It's just not a very strong push.
Summoning is complete.
Just because skeletons can't really do much. But they're better than peons, I guess. Although militia could do better. Rod Necromancy has been purchased. Acolyte for Ted doesn't want to get caught, but it looks like he will. What's he doing? What is Ted doing with that Acolyte? Oh, he's caught himself. It looks like, yeah, Star is going to retreat his Acolyte after scouting, and wow. Early 25 experience, 4 stars. Death Knight and those skeletons have been summoned.
Summoning is complete.
Oh man. Anyway, what are we gonna see for Star right now? Star, well, Ted, I meant. Ted is going for an immediate jump to tier 2. Is Star going to do this? Oh, he is going to do the same thing. Okay, we're going to have a very early Lich than usual. Crypt Fiend production has halted just because of that very reason. And these Death Knights are running around, chasing each other, playing tag and all that. If you guys are wondering why these guys ain't doing much against each other, well, that's because Death Coil, which is usually the first ability they get, can't be used on undead or undead units, enemy undead units. So yeah, because if you think about it, it's pretty much healing themselves. So that's why Death Knights aren't really that effective in undead mirror matchup. Lich is more better just because Frost Nova can target anything that can be targeted by spells. Anyway, Crypt Fiend is going to come out for Ted. Do I have a Crypt Fiend for Star? No. That Crypt Fiend is still on the way.
Our forces are under attack.
And looking at the timing of that Halls of the Dead, it looks like
Summoning is complete.
Ted will get his Lich
Summoning
earlier than Stars as well. Needs to be careful right here for Ted. Doesn't want to lose that early experience to an already kind of fed Death Knight. Ted is going to take down that giant sea turtle. Mantle of Intelligence +3, a very ideal item for the Lich, so most likely be saved because undead players usually want to build that Lich to damage a bunch, just because of how incredible his range is. Ouch. Okay, Death Coil was not able to kill that hatchling, just making it easy for Ted. He's probably shaking his head right now. Anyway, Lich has a considerable attack range, as a fair amount of attack speed, but of course, you know, matched with Orb of Corruption, which is usually purchased with a quick tier 2,
Our forces are
um,
under attack.
a Lich can do fairly nicely in damage. However, Star is set back quite a bit as his Death Knight has took quite a beating during that attempt of harassment, I guess. And of course he can only wait until he reaches level 2, which gives Unholy Aura, or when he reaches tier 2, which he has. Tier 2 unlocks the full-on health potion, 250 health, and yeah, he'll use it when he needs to. Quick jump to tier 3, that will indicate that the Lich will be delayed by quite a bit. We also have a quick jump to tier 3 as well, like very quick jump to tier 3. Compared to Star, Ted has been saving up his resources. This creep camp is also being cleared out. Circle ability as well as close attack +9, a very ideal item for that Lich. Of course, close attack +9 is ideal for anyone, but definitely the Lich as well. Needs to be careful right here. The Crypt Fiend numbers is favoring Star right now, but of course Death Knight is currently out of play for Star as he doesn't want to lose that Death Knight very early. He does have a health pot though. Lich has started, and Ted's one has started as well, but much more considerably early. I guess you would figure that out. So basically both players are doing the same things, just Ted has been doing it more early and I guess more effectively. We do have a slaughterhouse being completed and statues are on the way. Black Citadel, also an indication for destroyers, which, you know, follows those statues. Destroyers do very well damage against pretty much anything that is not immune to mana or magic, just because of their Orb Annihilation dealing chaos damage. Lich is out waiting for that tier 3 to finish to purchase that Orb of Corruption. We also have a Lich out for Ted right now, and immediately out of the gates he is dealing +19 damage through that Orb of Corruption, Circlet, Mantle of Metazos, as well as that +9 claws. So yeah, he's going to deal a crap ton of damage. Gargantuan Sea Turtle is going to be cleared out. For this side as well, what did Ted pick up? It was a Greater Mana Potion. Okay, most likely, probably should be given to that Lich. But we also have a Dark Ranger out for Ted right now. Most likely for her Silence than her Black Arrows. Silenced, basically preventing any spellcasters from casting any spells. And will we have a silence right there? No, it looks like Frost Nova was casted on top of that Death Knight. Once again on that Death Knight, silence finally has been casted, but it was on that Death Knight instead of Lich. Level 2 Lich for Ted right now, and I think the Death Coil hit that skeleton. Probably an unlucky break there. We have Star having his Destroyer out first, and I'm very surprised to see that actually. Ted was the one to get tier 3 first, he was the one to get that Lich first, but surprisingly Star got that Destroyer first. But of course Destroyers either mean you are in a tight situation in a big battle, or you want to defend your base much more early or easy, or unless, of course, the indication of you're owning your enemy and you want to own him or her more, I guess. More, I guess. Who cares? Nova on top of those Crypt Fiends, but of course that Lich is a level 2 compared to Star's level 1. Ted probably has Dark Ritual. I don't know. Dark Ritual might be a more obvious choice, seeing as Nova is being relied more than Death Coil. We have an Abomination out for Ted. and I would say nice choice. Just compared to those destroyers up in the air, they deal bonus damage to those guys. Uh, Star is going to be using a TP and getting out of there. Abomination, I would say, is a good choice just because of how much pressure and how much, I guess, just how much in general he is just stomping on Star right now. Even though Abominations weren't usually or initially the better choice just because of how they deal magic damage, I'm talking about those statues and destroyers, but Dark Ranger did reach level 2. Lich needs to be careful, doesn't want to be taken down at level 1. Looks like he will survive for quite a bit, but this is looking very lopsided right now. Crypt Fiends are being taken down one by one. Lich has been taken down, and yeah, GG from Star. Oh. I like this music. That is game, and I'm very surprised to see that actually. It was practically the same build until that Dark Ranger. I don't know how well that Dark Ranger benefacted Ted, but I think Ted just executed his build much more quicker, efficiently, and just, yeah, just better than Star. Either way, we are going to have Game 2 tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching this batch of videos. Unfortunately, I can only upload to a maximum of 2 a time, and yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, stay tuned for Game 2. I will see you guys next time.